Be doing question 30 to 75 and 71E English. Okay, who wants to do question 30? 31, my bad. Yes. Mine though.
I got D because it separates the two independent clauses by a period. A is wrong because in the 1920s it's just a fragment, so you can't separate that. And then B would be a comma splice, and C is like the same mistake as A.
Okay, good. So whenever I have IC back to back, I cannot have IC, then non-essential, then more IC there. I cannot have that. That's not right. This would be considered a run-on kind of, because how I would do this was I would basically cross out all of this, including the punctuation, because it's non-essential. So it's two ICs back to back. So this one would be a run-on. Run-on. This one would be a comma splice. I'm left with D. 32. What's the right answer? Venkat.
I got F.
Okay.
Because the question is asking like ranging from. It says, well, it's saying ranging from brilliant afternoons to dusk to sinister nights. That's like, it shows variety, and that's what F has. So.
Good. What keyword shows variety?
Ranging.
Good. When they say ranging, that means variety. 33. You can do that, Manita. Actually, Varun.
I got C because it's IC, period, IC.
Good. What's wrong with A, B, and D?
B is a comma splice. D is a run-on. And A is like,
A is a run-on as well, right? Yes. Okay, so run-on, comma splice, run-on. All right, 34. Manita.
I got G because, well, this one's testing subject verb agreement.
Not subject verb. What's my subject in this sentence?
Large rectangles.
Nope. What's my... Yes. What's my verb?
Creates.
What? Creates, yes. So my subject is light. My verb is creates. Okay? What is large rectangles? What part of speech would that be? What?
No.
Noun. Good. So that's a noun. What is seems?
Verb.
Verb. Okay, so what this is dealing with, this question is dealing with is NV agreement. Noun verb agreement. Alright? So large rectangles are or large rectangles is? Are. Okay, so we know this noun is plural. He seems or they seems? It's he seems. So this is singular. So we have a plural noun but a singular verb. That doesn't match up, so we need to change it. They seem, right? So that's why it's a G.
Because wait, is there a reason why it can't be, wait, is there up here? Why can't it be up here? Is it because of the tense?
Yes, so whenever we have a tense thing, we always look at the surrounding verbs. What's the closest verb here? It's creates. What is creates? Is that present tense, past tense, what? Present. So, appeared is what? What tense? Past tense. Can't be that. Appears is singular. Can't be that. This one's singular, so we're left with G. Hey, Venkat, what are you guys mouthing to each other? Okay. What the fuck are you guys smiling for? Venkat, I'm dead serious, man. Have your mom come in after class today. Okay? 35. You can do this. Manita.
I picked D because you can't separate the light and takes, and itself is describing the light.
Good. This one, what do we call itself? What type of part of speech is this?
Pronoun.
Good, but what type of pronoun? When I say himself, myself, what? Nope. You learned this in Spanish. What are they called? Reflexive pronouns, yes. Alright, so the thing is, you can never separate the reflexive pronoun from the noun it's taking the place of. This is to add emphasis. You're going to see this question appear one more time in some packets we do. It's most likely this question is going to repeat itself. These are the types of questions that differentiate who gets a 36 and who doesn't. Okay? You're going to see this once at a time, but if that one time, in that off chance it comes up, you get it right. So when I say I myself took the test, I don't separate I and myself because myself is a reflexive pronoun that is adding emphasis for I. All right. Does that make sense? So the thing is, we cannot be B or C because we can't have that comma separating that. And then A, there's absolutely no reason to put a comma after the reflexive pronoun. And then we're left with D. Just don't separate anything with reflexive pronouns. All right, 36. Manvita.
I got G because saying that the light. So for G, where is showing location. So it's like where the light pours into the hotel, and if you're saying which, that's wrong because it's describing, not showing location. And then same with like H and J.
Isn't it J?
It's J. Which one did you say was month again?
G.
G. Okay. So from an open door facing the sea, what is that fragment there? That little phrase right there. What do we call that?
DC.
Nope. Manvita. What is it? Nope. Manvita.
Wait.
From an open door facing the sea.
Independent.
Where's my subject and verb in this one then? If it's an independent.
Oh, it's a fragment.
It is, but like, what do we call? What type of phrase is this? What is from?
Subordinate.
Nope. From itself is what? Preposition, right?
Okay.
Yes, this one would be considered a prepositional phrase. Okay, so this one's a prepositional phrase until there. Which intense light pours into a room, into a hotel room. I don't know why I'm talking like that. All right, so which is what?
No.
That's a subordinator.
Subordinate.
Okay, where? Subordinator. What's wrong with as? Whenever we have one as, we need another one. He ran as fast as Johnny. So we need two s's. So that's a word pair. Can't be that, or that. This is the only one that puts an IC after the prepositional phrase. What's our subject with J? It's intense. It's light. Light is our subject. Pours is our verb. So light pours into a hotel room is our independent clause. So that's why J is the right answer. 37. Rohit.
I got A for this.
A. Yes.
That just like sounded the most intense.
Yeah, so this one just has the strongest connotation with Chip. That's right. 38.
No, I got
Yeah, Krishay.
I got J.
J, how'd you get J?
It makes the sentence complete because for F, two DCs can be separated by a comma. Then G and H, two item list doesn't require a comma.
Good.
So it has to be J.
Perfect. All right, and what's wrong with H? H itself is called a coordinating conjunction error. That's where we incorrectly use a comma and a fanboy to separate an IC with a DC, or two DCs or something it's not supposed to do. Okay? 39. Amitesh, 39.
I got B because A and C they don't conclude the paragraph. They're like intro sentences. So I eliminated A and C. D is like off topic from what it's saying. So that would be.
Okay, B is correct. What does alienation and solitude mean? What does to alienate mean? Nope. Who knows what to alienate someone means?
To exclude.
Yes, to exclude or drive away. Good. Solitude, what does that mean? To be alone. Yes, solo, alone, whatever. Okay, so the right answer is B. What word here tells me about being alone or being like alienated? Nope. Good. An outsider. That's it. All right. 40. What do I do? How I approach this is, if it's directly related to the previous sentence, I do not begin a new paragraph. And transitions are only added if it's needed. So in this case, do I want to break up what's being said or do I want to leave it? Yeah, keep it. My right answer would be F. I don't want to start a new paragraph. 41. Manita.
It's B because the other ones are redundant.
Not necessarily. Yeah, redundant.
And then D is like vague.
Yes. B. The right answer would be B. Okay. 42. What's the right answer for this one? Varun.
J.
Yes. Why is it H, Varun?
Because it has non-essential information.
Okay. And why can't it be G or J?
Because they're not like they don't have two commas separating.
Yep, but more fundamentally, what's being separated that shouldn't be separated? What's my, yep, whoever was for subject verb is right. What is my subject in this sentence? What? Woman, yes. What's my verb? Sits. So this one is my subject verb. So I need to put the comma right there and a comma right there so I have my subject and verb as close to each other as possible. All right, 43. C, how'd you get C?
Well, it's talking about like the painting to comedians and how it depicts how.
Okay, so what do we call but? What type of word is but? Contrast. Yeah, contrast. This one would be contrast. Alright, and we don't want contrast, so what is, however, would also be kind of contrast, so it cannot be A or B. What's also wrong with however? What does this do? If I have,
Oh, two ICs.
yeah, two ICs cannot have that. C. What's wrong with C? Well, what is right answer?
C.
C. Okay. C is what is which?
No.
What?
Subordinate.
Subordinator. Good. This is a subordinator. So this changes this to this one right here. Whenever you annotate in the passage, always draw a line where the sentence ends and write right here. This one's an IC. This one is now a DC with which. Before it was an IC, now it's a DC if we put in C. Alright, 44. What's my answer?
J.
How'd you get J?
It's the only one
That's
that
like
relates
not
to
like
the
light.
Yes. Main topic if it is light. That's perfect. Alright, 45. Yes. Yeah, these ones are kind of easy. There's nothing we need to go over. All right, take another 3 minutes to go over the next passage, and then we are going to get started.
G.
I got G.
Good. Let me just see this thing.
I put a star.
He gave you this.
Did you write your answer on the Scantron? Oh yeah, let me collect those Scantrons. I forgot about that. Yeah, you keep it. Keep it.
You didn't do that. You did. Oh, good.
Yeah.
H. H. D.
Now,
G.
Hey Arna,
Yes.
can you see his
B.
hands? Because he doesn't have a paper.
What'd you get from 50?
I think it doesn't have enough.
What G?
Ben Kevin, I'm gonna need both your parents to come today, okay?
I'll pick my mom. She's
Got
not
it.
picking me up.
What?
She's not picking me up.
Okay, you tell her on next week Wednesday. She's gonna call her today.
Yeah,
What's your code?
what'd you get for 48?
G.
Okay, and then for 54?
G.
G, okay. And then the other one was 57.
A.
A, okay.
Yeah. Oh, begun's out of it.
It's begun.
Begun is a word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you have
it
to
is.
put,
He began the test.
It has begun.
Okay, yeah, got it. 50G. B. Got B next, right? No,
Let's see.
yeah, that's interesting.
It's like such as. So you have to put a comma. Because you're not putting. You can put like a colon.
It's not listening.
D.
What's the
D, H, H, A, G, D, F, A, F, D, H,
And then 52
No, it's
Let me see.
wait, calm down.
oh, it's
You're
no.
right, you're right.
Okay, I'm right. Okay,
There has to be a comma here. So it's like consonant straightforward. It could also be straightforward.
no, no.
Wait, for 51, did you guys say D?
50, D.
D.
I chose B, but I chose no.
I got B.
Yeah, I got B. He got D.
I lost my B.
Okay, I really guess.
All right, let's get started.
I found it. If you think that's C.
I meant D.
46.
H.
How is it? Why is it H?
Because it can be. Because she is.
She is object.
What is she referring to? Who is she?
These.
Yes. And then who is her? No.
Her husband.
Yeah. What do we call her though? Right now, there's no clear antecedent for her, right? That's a vague pronoun because we can't assume that her is referring to Lise. She is, however, her is not. Okay. The right answer is H because you would say. Well, first of all, let's backtrack. What's wrong with G?
You
Her
don't
is
have her in the,
her is an object pronoun.
In G?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too, but more. Also, yeah. What's wrong with the comma?
it makes it
No,
not essential.
don't say not essential. Not that. What else? She moved to a farm.
It's moving. It's separating.
Yes, we can never separate S and V. You can never separate those. Okay. Next thing, so that's what's wrong with F and G. You can't separate subject verb. H and J, it's the she versus the her. And in this case, you choose she. All right, 47. Who wants to do this? A? How'd you get A?
Right.
I got B.
It's just the most concise.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
She
what
moved to a
was it?
farm.
Was
In,
it,
she moved to a farm in Kansas, attempting to regain financial security. You got D, right? This I would say this is an idiom question, and you would say in an attempt to regain financial security. 48.
G.
G.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Get over here. I forgot about you, my
I
bad.
was like, you guys are talking about Kansas, and I'm on that, so I was like, whoa.
Okay. 48. What's wrong with this one?
I got G.
G. Okay, why is it G?
Because
Because
talks about
it does
the
offer examples.
issues in the end.
Yeah, it provides examples of first-hand difficulties. It says right there. And then after that, what do they say? These conditions prompted her to become politically active. So this fueled the reform, basically. All right, 49.
A.
It's the most concise.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to do this one? Lifty. Someone raise your hand and do it. Mamita.
Okay. F is wrong because if you do least begun, that's wrong. So you have to do least began, which isn't one of the choices, so that's wrong. G is right because if you keep the begun, you have to add the had, so it's like past participle.
Good.
And then for H, had began isn't right because began is in the present tense and had is like what you add to make it past.
So this is what we call a participle mismatch. H. Okay? H would be a participle mismatch, and then for F, we are missing the verb have or had. All right, 51. Who can do this? Ruin.
Well, I got B
All right.
because don't you have to like separate confident and straightforward because they're like two describing adjectives.
What are they describing? Which noun?
Her manner.
Good. So these two, I can say in a straightforward, confident manner, so I can interchange those two, so I can separate them with the comma. So how this is going to follow is, my subject is a shrewd speaker, least presented. That's my subject. That's my verb. This is non-essential. Everything until least present complex issues. This part's all non-essential. And then in a confident, straightforward manner. That's the comma separating two adjectives describing the same noun. All right, who wants to do 52? So B is the right answer for 51. What's 52? Amitesh.
H,
How?
because most easily understand doesn't make sense because like G and J are like options that don't make sense.
Is it
I don't know how to explain.
What's understand versus understood?
So, present.
Present tense for understand and understood is all the past tense.
Good. And what is presented? That's not present.
Past tense.
That's past. So G's out. It has to be understood. Now, what is easily? What part of speech is that?
Adverb.
Yeah, adverb. What is it modifying?
Understood.
Understood, which is what part of speech?
Verb.
Okay, so I have this adverb modifying understood, which is my past tense verb. So H has to be the right answer because why can't it be F or J?
Well, F is in long term.
Yeah, that too. Yep, I didn't even catch that. That's right. So F is also out. So why can't it be J?
It's not comparing.
Yeah, and as well, like, you just need the adverb to modify understood. I guess there's really no easy way to cross out J. But, alright, 53. What do we, off the bat, what do we know this is testing?
Who versus
Who and
Who versus whom, which is what? What is who and what is whom?
Whom is for object and
and who's so.
who's
Good. So this is subject versus object. So, use the tricks Jason taught you guys last day before yesterday, and let's answer this one. She denounced big businesses and bank owners who she believed created disadvantages for farmers and workers. So what should it be?
C.
Nope.
What's A?
A. What is my... She denounced big businesses and bank owners who... This who is doing the action of believing. Or, no, not of believing, my bad, of creating. Okay? Alright, right answer would be A. 54.
G.
Which choice? Yes. So, why is it G?
Because it looks like the most intense.
Yeah, so this one has the strongest connotation. Somewhat stirring? No, you don't say that. Alright? So that one has like the strongest connotation. Next one. 55. What do we think this question is testing when you have three long answers and one short?
Redundant.
Yep, redundancy. So, what should it be?
D.
D.
Yep. 56.
Yes.
56, yep. F, Y.
they're not admiring themselves. Or G and H.
So, there are certain questions that change the meaning of the sentence itself. This is one of those questions. When I say critics and supporters alike admired her ability, when I say critics and supporters alike admired their ability to energize audience, when I say their, what is that sentence now saying?
It's saying that they're.
It's saying that the critics are admiring their own ability to energize, but they're admiring Lisa's ability. So whenever I say use the pronoun there, it's changing up the meaning of it. So G and H are out. And then in this case, when I say admiring, that's acting as a gerund. So we need, that's not present. That's in the gerund form right now. We need the main verb of admired. Gerund is a noun. It's a verb that's acting as a noun. Almost 95% of the time, ing verbs are all gerunds. 57. How'd you get A?
No.
I got A.
Yeah, A. Okay, what is the next part talk about? It's talking about positive responses. So when I say they're hooting and hurrahing, that flows with this. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, 58. Who wants to do this? What are they off the bat? What are they testing? What? Apostrophes, which is what? Possession, right? Okay. So let's see. In the fall of 1890, the populace elected 5 representatives. So is anything being possessed here?
No.
No. So it cannot be any of these. So all of these are eliminated. It's F. All right, 59.
D.
Why?
Talked about her influence politically.
Yes. All right. Next one. 60.
H.
Yep. Okay. Take another few minutes to look at the last passage. Now we're gonna finish this up.
D.
Yes, it does. How does C make sense?
Actually, guys, you guys are gonna annotate this right now in class. Okay, we're not gonna go over this until next week. Annotate it right now. I gotta finish your homework. That's why. So, start annotating right now. You guys can finish this. Okay? Yeah, all 15 questions.